Hello, welcome to Little Elves Workshops. If you don't know me, I'm Nina. If you know me, hello. How you doing? If you saw the last video, we made a Mother's Day card. Example here. Today, I promised you that we were going to make a present for Mum. And as I was thinking of something, this is actually a workshop that I did with adults, with ladies, and they really like doing it. So I'm wondering, it's up to you, but I'm wondering, would you like to involve your mum in doing the making, or whether you would like to just keep it as a project that you would like to do for your mum? But I'll leave that up to you. So what you will need is a clear space in front of you. We're going to be using glue, so you want to put something on the table. If you can, get a plastic plate, something plastic, a plastic mat that you can put down, because we're going to get gluey both sides, and if we just put this on like a plastic tablecloth or a fabric tablecloth, it'll just stick to it. Okay, so do you have in your house, do you have one of these? I'm sure you do. Do you have any wooden ones like this? Because the wooden ones are really good. Okay, so if you think you've got one of those, that's great. If you've got plastic ones, then you want a nice chunky one, because we're going to cover it, so you want it to look really good and really decorated. If it can be a light colour as well, like a light plastic, white or light grey, that'll be good too, because we're going to put papers on it, and some of the papers you might not be able to see through, but if you can see through it, you might just see sort of a dark blur. But as always, we're using what you've got, so you can use whatever you've got. Okay, now these, we're going to do some decoupage. Now I know I've done this with my group before on a Thursday. So if you're one of those children, hello, homemade kids, right? You're an expert at this, so you will not need this video really. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you the end result, and then you can probably just go off and do it. Okay. So this, if you've ever had a jacket hung up in the workshop, you might have seen this hang up before. Just bear with me. This is a decoupaged hanger. It's the same as this, but it's got paper all over it. I've tied a pretty ribbon on the top, and I've added a little bag of lavender, so that when your mum puts her favourite dress on here, or her favourite top or jacket, it should sort of smell nice of lavender. But we'll get to that part, okay? So I'll put this down here. Now, I know what you kiddies can be like. You little naughty little elves sometimes. You just want to get the job done. You have to take your time. Okay, so we're going to cover this in pretty papers. Do you have at home paper napkins? I've got all sorts here. Look at lovely cheetahs. I've got flowers and birds. I'm going to use this lovely red roses one. Do you not have that? No? Don't panic. Do you have tissue papers for wrapping pretty presents? So I've got some birds here and some more flowers. I must really like birds and flowers. Do you have that? No? Do you have some leftover wallpaper with a pattern on? Because that would work really well. You could cut out shapes. What else could you use? Have a think about it. Bronte, if you've got any suggestions.
Magazines, or pretty newspaper cutouts, or pretty kitchen towel patterns.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, so pretty kitchen towel, pretty loo roll maybe. So your nice magazines, okay? I'd say not newspapers. No, we don't want to see all that writing and stuff, okay? If you just got, unless it's like a particular newspaper that's like got a sort of section in that's about something really nice. It's got like beautiful pictures in it. But I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't spend time looking through newspapers just at the minute, okay? So Bronte has kindly cut out for me some flowers already. And what you need to glue it with, I'm actually using decoupaged glue, which is the perfect stuff for this because it's not only a glue but it's the varnish that you put on the top. You might not have decoupaged glue, you might. If you do, use that if that's okay with, you are probably going to have to let your mum in on it and so that you can ask her permission, okay? But hopefully you will have PVA glue, just your white school glue. Use that. I mean, I'm not sure, but I think, I mean, they look pretty similar. I think they might actually be the same thing. So use this, okay? So you'll need a little tub, and if you've recycled or kept aside your little plastic container, I don't know what that had in it, and then you can tip some of your glue in here and use that. So you can use this for gluing and for your varnish as well, just like the decoupage glue. Do you have a brush that you can use? Nice, so it doesn't need to be a nice paintbrush. It'd be better if it was a nice bristly brush, especially for glue, but you use what you've got, okay? So I'm going to start with my coat hanger here, and I'm going to do it in sections, okay? So I'm going to start up here, and it doesn't matter where you start, and it also doesn't matter how messy you are really. Oh, I didn't say that, Mum and Dad. Try not to be too messy. So we're going to put that on there, and once you've glued it on, you then paste right over the top of it, and you're going all round. Sorry, you can't see, can you, when like that? You need to not worry about it going over edges, because the going over edges is all part of it. So I'm going to put that around that. Over the top. I'm going to fold that over there. Over here. And when I do my next piece, I'm not going to be too fussy, okay? You don't need to be fussy. I'm not going to think, oh, there's a flower there, I must be careful not to overlap or go over the edge. With this you can, you go over, you overlap so that you don't get many gaps in the pattern, so you don't see the wood. And so it's overlapping there, so I'm going to make that stick under there. I know I'm not doing the best job of this, you will do better, but I'm trying not to make it too boring for you, so I'm trying to do it quite quickly. Right, I'm not going to make you sit there while I just cover the whole coat hanger, but that's what you could do. If you can do it, top marks to you. If you can sit there and take your time on it, make it really beautiful, cover the whole coat hanger, back and front, that's brilliant. Well done. Right, now the reason why I said about having something plastic is because I don't think you'll want to take a couple of days doing this. I would normally do one side one day, leave it to dry, turn it over, do the other side, but I can't really see that happening. So if you have like a plastic plate, you can put this on there. It will only sort of come in contact with your hanger in a few places, and hopefully when it's dry you can just sort of pick it up and then it'll be dry both sides. But I know you don't like this bit, but you do have to leave it to dry. You really, really do. Okay, so Yeah, Mum will probably see it, but you need to leave it somewhere sort of preferably warm but definitely dry, and leave it till the next day. And when the next day comes, I would add a bit of ribbon. Do you have any ribbon at home? I'm going to probably pick, because it's like a nice red and pink, I'm going to probably pick a nice red ribbon. Maybe if I can find some pink that will go with it, I'll do 2 to tie around the top. If you don't have any paper and you don't have any ribbon, remember, you can ask your grown-up to message me and I will post some out to you. So you could even at this point, if you wanted, to say to me, oh, I really liked the tissue with the teeters on. I've got quite a few napkins of this, so I can send this to you, and I can also, I'll try and match it and team it with a ribbon that would go. So, oh, that looks nice. So I could give you something like this and post it out to you. Okay. The other thing was the lavender pouch. There you go. There you are. Your lavender pouch. You might not have lavender, and I'm actually not sure when the lavender starts blooming. I think it's way too early. It's probably summertime, so you may not be able to get hold of this lavender. I don't know, will you be able to get hold of some rose petals? If Mum got any roses in a vase or something and they've started to droop or drop off, collect those up, okay, and put them in a little, if you've got a little drawstring pouch, that'd be great. Okay, if you've already got these, I don't know if they come with gifts, so maybe somebody's already given you a gift with something like this. If you don't have that, you could get a little piece of fabric and just like sort of tie it around like a knotted hanky, and you could just tie the ribbon around the top and hold it there, a little pouch. Okay, it's up to you. You see how clever you can be and see how resourceful you can be to find something really nice to put on your hanger. Okay. The other thing, I know I did teas yesterday, but I was thinking about how lovely the teas were smelling. So I thought, if you don't have lavender, if you don't have rose petals, why don't you open up a tea bag like this one? This is mango and strawberry, and you could pop that in a little pouch and put it on your hanger. It'll just add a little bit to your mum's present, and just add like a nice smell to it. Okay. So once it's dry, you've added your ribbon, you've added your little pouch, you've added your scent, and then all you've got to do is wrap it up. So find something nice to wrap it up in. You could, if you really can't find anything nice to wrap it up in, you could get some nice toilet. I know this sounds weird. You could get some toilet roll and wrap it round. I mean, it's not going to be much of a surprise because this is a really weird shape to wrap. So the actual hanger might not be disguised so well, but it will just add that extra thing like that your mum's got to unwrap it. You could even like add little bits of, get your felt tips out and add little things to your wrapping, to your toilet paper, and once she's unwrapped it, you don't have to throw that paper away. I'm sure it'll be fine. You can use it. Just put it back in your bathroom. It'll be fine. Okay, so Bronte's looking at me very strangely. We're using what we've got, remember? Okay, so we're using what we got, unless you haven't got anything to use, and then your mum or your dad can message me. Okay, that's the end of this video. It's quite a short one. Okay, so take care, everybody. So be good to your families, happy making, and don't forget to have fun. Bye.